let's get in there now. What's going on, fellas?
All right, what was it like for you your first game? Grade yourself.
Yeah, great myself. That was a good feel, good experience, loud stadium, and you got first time being able to play with the teammates and see what it's like out there. So it's a good feeling.
Is there a moment or play that kind of stands out, or even just like even before the game, taking the field, that that feeling of your first game?
Yeah, first kickoff. Could have had the first tackle of the season. Slightly missed it. That stands out to me. It's always gonna stick with me, but you know, got it back on a couple of kickoffs later, so it's good stuff.
You're known for being fast. Was it faster in that regular season game than you expected? I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, of course, it's faster. I wouldn't say it wasn't too much faster, but like I always say, it was still football, still players, still, athletes. So it wasn't too much faster. It was hard to adjust to a little bit, and then you got into the flow as the game went on. So.
Joe Wood said during the week that you're going to be a part of everything, but he doesn't want to overburden you. So how did that balance come out? Did you feel?
Well, yeah, I just kind of came. It was kind of a good rotation we had. Came in on nickel downs and things like that. Still did a lot of special teams, so it was a good play I had. So.
Is there? I mean, obviously you watch Kelsey and all these guys on tape, but is there just something different when you're like face to face with Kelsey and he goes against you?
Like we always say, I mean, it's always a difference when you're talking about on film or you're talking about on a sheet of paper, rather than in person. So it's always going to be a difference. I wouldn't say that it was anything that was too crazy, but it's always a difference.
When's the last time in your football career you've rotated like you did on Sunday?
We rotated a little bit at Notre Dame, not as frequent, but we rotated a little bit at Notre Dame.
So what's it like as a linebacker trying to get in the flow of a game when you're playing on a limited basis like that compared to being ready when your number's called?
Yeah. It's all about mindset at this point. When you're in the rotation, you have to execute on the time that you're given, and be appreciative of the time you're given. So.
Do you mentioned that opening kickoff. I mean, do you kind of love playing special teams? Is that
Yeah,
something you like getting
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Coach Preef makes it the standard, makes it exciting to play special teams, and the guys that are coming out there are doing it with all of their abilities. So.
And now that you guys could go out there in a real game with Miles and Clowney and the D-line, what was your impression of those guys? What difference they made?
Well, as you can see, the quarterback was running all game, scrambling all game. So those guys do have a heavy presence. It's good to play with them, and I'm looking forward to many more.
Yeah. What about Clowney stands out to you? Have you been able to connect with him at all behind the scenes or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a guy that's always looking for. He has a nose for the ball. Always looking to put pressure on the quarterback as he should. He's aggressive. He has a good mindset. Some say that he's undersized. Some say that I'm undersized. So kind of related in that point. But again, he has a rare talent, and always looking to be the best he can. So.
Is he the type of guy to have a conversation with you and some of the younger guys?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. A lot of side conversations on mindset. A lot of side conversations on making sure you do the right things at the right time, taking it day by day. So.
How many different tasks did you have on defense? You mentioned nickel. It was more than that, right?
It was nickel. I believe I played a little base, but it was around that area. Yeah.
Well, you're a nickel. They're a nickel. You're a nickel a lot against them, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we have a lot of small tasks just in terms of looking at the keys you have and things like that. But outside of that, I mean, you focus on the calls that come in, each play that comes in, and follow up on that. So.
You always hear about guys talking about games slowing down. Are you feeling that that's where it is, that you can just go play and free and easy and not have to think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the game slows down as the game goes on. The more experience you have, the more, it slows down again. So that's with everything. Though, the more experience you have, the more comfortable you are with it. And as games go on, as time goes on, I'm looking forward to, per se, that comfortability. But yeah.